Hey peeps, it's Tripl-L, and today I'm here to talk to you about My Hero Academia chapter 105. Shiketsu High creeps up, and let me tell ya, they did creep up. Really, it's the one girl, she's very creepy. At this point, you could probably say that her quirk is doppelganger. Anyway, guys, let's just get right into this. This chapter was pretty simple. It was a very simple chapter. It pretty much focused on the dynamics between Deku and the girl from Shiketsu High. Let's call her Doppelganger. Doppel. Anyway, it's a pretty simple chapter when you boil it down to that. But it was cool, you know, because we got the characterization for this girl and we found out something about the Shiketsu training program, in that they focus on practical combat skills to accentuate quirks. Because as we saw, this girl was giving Deku quite the run for his money, darting all over the place and taking advantage of whenever he would gaze away and then just disappear. Now that's pretty cool. It does show that Shiketsu does value some kind of practical skills, and she said something really interesting about training is fun when you don't think of it as training or something like that. So very interesting stuff. Now, one of the things that does have me concerned as we thought throughout this chapter is that this girl has a fixation on Deku. And it's making me wonder, like, what kind of dynamic where is this coming from? Did she see him on TV and just think, wow, I do not understand that guy? Or like, you know, it's very interesting. Deku attracts a particular kind of lady, and it's just interesting to see it when these ladies take initiative on Deku. Anyway, with Deku ending up saving her when she was posing as Ochako, this is just going to open up, you know, it's going to open up a lot of potential for this character. But at this point, we've spent 2 chapters, or well, let's say 1 chapter solidly on this character. How important is she going to be in the future? Is she going to disappear and never show up again? I doubt it. But for this amount of investment going into this character, I do want to see something worthwhile come out of it. Anyway, in this chapter, we also got a bit more on Deku's, what he's going through. And it's just pretty much he wants to be able to be there to save people faster, and that's why he's focusing on his legs as well. And it's just kind of illustrating, I guess, that he realized that he shouldn't be destroying his body because it is getting in the way of his primary objective, which is to save people. He pretty much makes the link that if he had been faster in saving Bakugo, All Might would not have had to been put in such a dire situation. So it's interesting that he's blaming himself, and it's interesting that he took the initiative and he actually did succeed in saving someone. And again, Deku's quick thinking on figuring out that it wasn't Ochako, impressive as always. If Deku was a dumber character, that wouldn't have worked, you know. But Deku is a more competent character when it comes to analyzing a situation and making sure that everything's okay. Because look, if you think about it, Deku had to have the thought to not trust Ochako from the moment that he saw her up there. And then for that kind of having that thought in there and then seeing what happens only to validate it, like, Deku's a very smart character. Okay, let's see, what else can I say about this chapter? No, it's actually a very simple chapter. It's just pretty much a fight and Deku pretty much getting thrown around by this girl. So, you know, overall, it's a very simple chapter. I really liked it just because the girl is skilled. She's a creeper, but she's skilled. And I think this is really because of how much focus was given to the character. This has to be something that's being set up for the future. Anyway, peeps, I think I'll end it there. It's a very short impression video, but what can you do? It's a very simple chapter in my opinion. I do think I liked it. And, no, you know what? I really liked it. I liked seeing Deku get thrown around. Anyway, guys, till next time. Have a good day. Let me know whatever you thought of this chapter.